And a pleasant good evening. Welcome to Grover C. Redford Gymnasium on the campus of Missouri Valley College. We have volleyball for you tonight. Park University here to take on the Vikings. Brett Holt, Director of Volleyball Operations, and Jessica Gates with us tonight, and they'll have the couple of the sets for you tonight. And Miss Gates, we don't feel too sorry for Coach here. He just got back from the West Coast, nice and warm out there.
Yeah, I saw that, San Francisco.
and here we are in this cold weather. But Brett, you're back, and I understand it was a good trip. You've been recruiting some for the women's team, and we won't mention names, but it sounds like it's going quite well.
It was a good trip, yeah. Definitely the weather was good, too. Got a little sunburn on my bald head here. So 70 degrees and sunny. Yeah, out in California.
Sitting albino next to you right now.
That's fantastic. All right, so this Park team comes in tonight, and they are 10-2 overall, 2-1 in conference play, 5-1 on the road, 5-1 at home in the NEIA South. Valley 0-2 in conference play, 3-5 overall. This Park team's a real deal, aren't they?
They are. They're good at all positions and well coached, and this should be a good one.
All right. I remember last year, and I remember Mr. Artega. Well, he was some kind of player, wasn't he? Isn't he?
He is. The good thing about them, they have a lot of weapons around him, and transfer out of Warner University. Christian Carter came in this year, which has really helped solidify the couple departures that they had from their roster. They have everybody back, but their center and the libero off of last year's national championship team.
All right. Are we ready to go? Everybody ready?
We're ready.
Gates, you ready?
You know it.
All right. So the Vikings and the Pirates. By the way, these teams will both be here this weekend, but they won't play each other, right?
Correct. It's a little bit of a crossover tournament, so 4 teams from our South Division against a couple teams from the North and a couple teams from the Great Lakes.
All right, we'll talk about that as we go along. We're ready for the first set. Park in there as you look at the live stream. Park to your left as you look at your computer screen. And they're in the maroon tops with the gray shorts and the gold numerals, and Park across the back. The Vikings in their black with the white numerals and they're trimmed in orange. So we're just about ready for volleyball tonight. I hope you enjoy it. And we'll be talking about the big tournament coming up this weekend. A very busy week of sports on live stream for you. Thursday night, both Evangel teams are here, and it'll be big basketball as well. So as we get set to go, Coach Mike Telemontes, the head coach of this Park team. I said they were 10-2. They're 11-2 overall, 2-1 in league play. The Vikings are 4-5, 1-2 in league play. And going back to serve will be Caston Mattis. He's out of Oklahoma City to get this match underway.
A lot of international flavor here on both sides. We have one U.S. born on each team to start the match.
On both, that's a good point. On both sides. Here is the good dig by Park as they go to work. Victor Costa with a good dig. And there's the double block, and it goes out. It'll be a point for the Vikings. Good start. Boy, Murillo Pereira is 6'9". He's a big guy, isn't he?
Yeah, looks like he should be playing a football.
A tight end. He's like a tight end or a tackle. He's big. Well, the Vikes take it early, 1-0 lead. Amaral will serve, gets it over. And this is long, and it's 2-0 as that one goes long, attempted by Fabricio Toledo out of Brazil.
This is going to be the key to this match. Our serve has to get them out of system if you want a chance to
All right, here is the serve by Amaral. And there's a point, and that's something we're going to see a lot. Daniel Ortega. He, as they say in the basketball world, has some hops. He can get up, can't he?
Yeah, he can get up there and hang around and hit around the block, over the block.
So it is 2-1. Here's Nevis. He's the libero, and he serves here. Let's see if the Vikes can get it right back, as they will. And with the kill for the Vikings is McFadden out of Aurora, Illinois. So 3-1, good start. It's probably really important for this Viking team to do well in this first set, isn't it, Brett?
Yeah, from a confidence standpoint, it's always a nice little heated rivalry. All the guys know each other from playing overseas, so there's a lot of emotional stuff that goes into it, so it's going to be important for us to get off to a good start.
Lucas Schattenberg with a service error, and it's 3-2. And back to serve will be Milos Trivanic. He's out of Serbia. And he sends it over. Costa with a dig. And the Vikings with a little error there along the net. What happened there?
Joao had a ball was passed a little tight. Joao had a one-hand set, and the timing was completely off.
Completely off, so it's 3-2. I think 3-2 now. As the Vikings will get another one. Good job, boy. They're going to work and doing a nice job along that front line here early.
Like I said, the serve and pass game is going to be key. If we can serve the ball well and aggressive, and we got to pass the ball in system because they have a huge front line, so we got to make sure we keep them off.
And when they do that, when they get it, and there's a young man who played here at Valley, Caio Souza, out of Brazil, and that was perfectly set that time.
Yeah. Definitely got to get some hands in front of that.
I think the score is 4-4 now.
So.
Yeah, they missed a point, the Pirates. It's 4-4 now. Here's the score. And back to serve is Ortega. He's out of Venezuela, Caracas. Vikings able to get to that one, send it long. And it's 5-4 Park here in the first set. Ortega back to serve, 6'5", sophomore. Everyone who was here last year remembers him. And he's one of the leads in kills, and this is right in the corner. That's a heck of a serve.
Yeah, really passing that ball.
Man, that was perfect, right in the corner. So it's 6-4, Park with the lead. You talk about him, he has 135 kills, but he's not first on the team. That's Christian Carter with 146. Boy, I tell you what, this guy could serve. 7-4. What do you do against that serve, Coach?
It looks like they need to start communicating a little bit. Two players just jumped right in front of each other, so a little communication breakdown.
And a pretty good little run here by Daniel Ortega. Throws it way up. Costa gets to this one. And the double block, and it's another point. And it looks like that block was by Manis and Souza. 8-4, and I believe that's about 5 straight points now.
Interesting they have Gaston in the front row playing on the outside and Christian's on the bench, so.
Vikings try to stop this 5-0 run, and they do. As off the block it goes out. Toledo could not keep it in. So it's 8-5, and back to serve will be McFadden.
We needed that side out. Big time.
Yeah.
After a 5-0 run, here's McFadden. Sends it over. And that is long. Now Souza can't keep it in play on the back line. It's 8-6. Really, Vikings hanging right in there. This first one. See if McFadden can keep this going. Good serve. And off the block, that goes out. Trying to Pedersen Silva, but it goes out. 9-6. Souza back to serve for the Pirates. We're in the first best of 5. Souza gets it over. Not nearly as hard on that serve as what we've been. So this one will go out, but it touched one of the Pirates, so the Vikings get that point, 9-7. Back to serve will be Pedersen Silva.
Great swing by Peterson. Had 4 hands in front of him, went high off the hands.
Sends it over. The Pirates get it right back. Boy, they're tough along that front line, aren't they?
They are, and that's what I was talking about. It's so critical to serve the ball aggressive into certain spots and get them out of system, because if they're in system, it's going to be a real tough night.
Here's Toledo with that serve. Costa gets to that, and this one goes out. And it'll be another point for Park. They lead it 11-7. Miss Gates, you're kind of quiet over there. What's your thoughts so far?
Just observing right now. I saw you had a little bit of a lineup change with McFadden playing in the front row.
They actually put Zach Brown. They moved Zach Brown to the middle spot. In the past, I think 2 or 3 games, Zach Bumstead has had some problems with his knee. So that was the big change.
Well, the Vikings got a point on a service there. Now the Pirates get it right back. They're up 12-8. And back to serve will be Manis. He's out of Oklahoma City. So he gets the distinction. Very few American-born players, and there's a service error by Manis. That is 12-9. Vikings hanging in there. Here's Omron. So a lot of these players do play against each other in the offseason.
Yeah, they all know each other.
They all know each other. And a lot of bragging rights. And there's another service there. Back and forth we go. So it's a lot of, like, maybe not so much trash talk, but they like to get on friendly talk.
Friendly talk is what we call it.
Here's the serve. Costa goes down to get that one. And off the block, it's another point for the Pirates, and they're up 14-9. We say they'll be here this weekend for the tournament. That we will not play them, right?
No, we won't.
We'll talk about that. We get a chance here in the first set. Right now, the Vikings struggle with those serves right now. Unable to get to that one, McFadden. And we have a timeout. While we have a timeout, it's 15-9. Let's talk a little bit, Brett, about your tournament coming up. It's Friday and Saturday, correct?
Yep, this Friday to Saturday.
8 teams.
8 teams. We start at 2 o'clock on Friday. Matches will be 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then on Saturday morning, we start at 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 4.
Okay, the teams, of course, the Vikings, and then Clark, the Park team, Missouri Baptist, St. Xavier out of Illinois, Calumet out of Indiana, Bluefield out of West Virginia. I don't know where'd you get them to come out.
They're actually a new NAIA men's volleyball program. This year is their first year, so they were looking to venture out and get some different teams. So we said, come on over.
And Robert Morris out of Chicago. Well, that's going to be a fun tournament.
Yeah, 3 ranked, well, actually 4 ranked teams out of those 8 in the top 10 NAIA polls. So some good competition here this weekend.
All right, that'll be a lot of fun. 15-9 after the timeout. And the Vikings an uphill battle here in the first set. Jessica Gates, Brett Holt will call the second one for you. See if Gates can't get
Gates a shot of espresso over here.
Yeah, get her going.
Communication is very quiet right now for the Vikings.
Yeah, it just looks like Victor Costa got to that one and went straight up and hit the basketball backboard. Is that still in play? If it does that, that would have been in play.
It would have been if it would have.
Someone would have been able to get to it. But 16-9 here in the first, and this one goes out at 17-9. The Vikings really can't find any rhythm early on here. But this Park team is good. Did they win it all last year?
They did.
They won it all last year.
They won the men's championship, and then the women just won the national women's championship in the fall.
Well, when things are going your way, you get that. Hits the top of the tape and rolls over for a point. 18-9. So now the Pirates have doubled the score on the Vikings here in the first. And still back to serve is Neves, another Brazilian. He fires this one over. The Vikings able to get to it, and let's see. There's the block, and it goes right to Souza, and it's 19-9. Park trying to take an early lead in this best of 5.
In between sets 2 and 3, we're going to have the battle of the battle of the grudges is what they called it, I think.
What's that all about now?
It's student organizations against student organizations. So it's going to be
Really?
it's going to be the men's rodeo team, bareback riders, against the men's rodeo saddle broncs.
And what are they going to do?
A volleyball game.
Volleyball,
In
okay.
between sets 2 and 3.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I was reading Fish Stick's emails today.
They're trying to, for the rest of our men's game, home games, they're going to do organizations against organizations
Okay.
to try to get some.
All
We
right.
got a nice little crowd over there.
Yeah.
Of students.
20-10 is our score now as the Park Pirates just continue to pour it on. It's 21-10. Vikings, remember, led early in this match, 4-2. And since that time, Park has kind of started to dominate. So the bareback riders against the saddle bronc riders, is that the match tonight? All
They're
right.
trying to find out who's the best.
It's going to be
All right.
interesting.
Here we go. Vikings trying to end this drought here in the first set. And Ortega tips it over. Vikings are able to stay with it and send it over, but there's a block, and it's 22-10. Will Tim O'Connell be here?
I think he's still out. I think he's
Tim
in
is-
Texas somewhere right now.
Tim O'Connell is the #1 bareback rider in the world.
That's pretty awesome.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
You have a student here at Missouri Valley who's ranked #1 in the world.
Yeah, I think he's in Texas right now.
Okay. All right. See Tim once in a while walking the halls. Here's Vikings. Yeah. There we go. Going to get a point here. 22-11, but a little late, looks like, here in the first set. Yeah, that's pretty awesome to know someone that's ranked #1 in the world and still interested in getting his degree.
Yeah.
Really respect him for what he's doing. This one is long as Ortega sends that one long.
I saw on an email while I was out in California about the new rodeo practice arena, which looks pretty awesome.
Almost done.
Great things going on here in Missouri Valley.
Here's
For
the
real.
Park sends it over.
Take advantage of this.
Double block. Boy, Souza is there along with Ortega. Yeah, you know, one more thing on Tim. It was interesting because when he was at the National Finals Rodeo, he had a Missouri Valley College patch on his vest. And a lot of people I know that know I work here but don't know any of the connection mentioned that they saw that. So it was
cool.
great publicity for the college. 23-12. Ortega serves. Let's see if the Vikes can get a point. And this one's sent over, and it's now set point, 24-12. All right, Coach, what are you going to tell your team in the huddle here? What would you tell your team? Communicate?
Just wake up.
Well, wake up. I mean,
Wake up.
the first few points, they came out with some energy, and as soon as Daniel started his little run with the serves, they've just been flat since.
All right, the Vikings have sent this one over. Down 24-12, and that's it for the first set, 25-12. I'll talk a little bit more before I turn it over to you two. Talk a little bit more about this weekend. Again, we talked about those 8 teams, and it's really, I know last year, watched some of that, and it's really fun. You get to see a lot of different teams, don't you? Come in and not only good volleyball, it's good for the community. You have a lot of teams staying here for the weekend, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's nice. Men's volleyball at the NAIA level is so small sometimes, so when you go to tournaments, you usually see the same teams over and over, so it's nice to get some of these different teams in here this weekend to see some different volleyball.
You have a note there? You're supposed to say hi?
I'm supposed to say hi to Lucas Strattenberg's mother over in Germany.
All right.
That's watching. So
I wonder what, I'm confused on time. That's probably a good 7-8 hours ahead of us. It's probably the middle of the night.
I'm not really sure.
I think it's probably the middle of the
Or
night.
early morning. Yeah, early morning.
Early morning in Germany. Well, we welcome you to being with us. And we always find that out in volleyball and soccer, that we have a lot of international viewers. I know in volleyball and in soccer a few years ago, we had on our message board, we had messages coming in Spanish, Portuguese, English, German. Yeah.
Could you
About
read any
six-
of them?
No. Juliana could. Juliana Doyle could. About six different. So we do appreciate those who are for watching. Okay, it was not a good start for the Vikings, as you said. They just need to communicate better. This was looked like a lot of unforced errors. Am I right there? The untrained eye watching that?
Yeah, we're not overpowering by any means as far as our team goes. So we have to play with a lot more energy than the other teams just to compete at a high level. And right now, past the first 4 points of that set, we just didn't do it. And if we don't do that, it doesn't matter who we're playing against. Good things are not going to happen.
That's Brett Holt. He is the director of volleyball operations, the women's head coach, and of course over the men's team as well. He's been recruiting. Let's have some men's recruiting coming up here too, right? So you're recruiting this time of year basically all the time, right?
Yeah, recruit 24/7. But the California trip was good on both sides.
Good.
We got a couple guys signed out there, and a girl signed, and
good.
A couple of visits coming to campus here in a couple weeks. So it was a good trip.
All right. Okay, we're ready for set number 2, and the young lady who didn't say much in the first set, she was preparing for her work.
I was letting you two talk.
So we'll turn things over to Jessica Gates. Yes?
So a little bit about that last game. Like you said, Vikings just kind of shut down after Ortega kept serving. Communication is very key right now. And that last match did not look like they had much communication.
It isn't. It looks like it was a good huddle. We have some smiley faces and people that look like they're getting into it. Coach Vistig has made a couple changes, and he has Mitch Ritteman coming in at the libero spot, and also Zach Bumstead is in the second middle hitting position and moves Zach Brown to the outside. And Lucas Schattenberg is now on the right side.
Sometimes just making a change can make so much of a difference, though.
Yeah, and there was the first kill by Zach Brown on the outside. So the switch worked so far. 1 point.
Let's go, 1-0. But we have Almerall back to serve for the Vikings. It is a 1-0 lead. If for you that are just tuning in, it was a 25-12 game set for Park University. Ball is going outside, and it is out. Point for Vikings. Maybe they had so much momentum this last game, they'll come in a little cold for Park.
Yeah, Coach Vistig is wanting that ball to be hit on that overpass. When you're 6'5" and that gets put up there like that, you got to put that ball down.
I know my one time playing front row, I got a hit once. It wasn't a kill, but I wanted to kill it. 5'4", you're not getting very far.
5'8" on a men's net didn't get me very far either.
We got Neves back to serve for Park University. Over to Ritteman with his first pass, I believe, of the game. Park is sitting it to their back row. Oh. What do you call on that one? What did you see?
It looked a little wide. A good call by Bilkey, but I couldn't tell really here on this near sideline.
It was a good cut, though, by Schattenberg up there. Service over and in, and overpass. That was number 5, Trivanich. Is that how you say his last name?
Milos Trivanich.
Trivanich. Back to serve is Victor Neves for Park University, sending it over. Ritteman with a great pass, and they are sending it outside and off the block, and point for the Vikings.
It's a big difference right there. We can pass the ball in system. Good things are going to happen, and we just can't give up those runs of points like we did in the first set. Also, 3 or 4 points in a row.
Also just getting a hit past the block. They got quite a bit of blocks that last game. We should have got the stats on it, but I believe that was the Vikings in the net, but off the block point for the Park, it is 4-3. It looks like they came back, though, fighting this second set, though.
So far, so good. So let's just hope they can keep it up.
Our block coverage is a little off today.
Yeah, we need to go somewhere else besides the outside. Get the middle involved a little bit, or come back here to the right side and get some give the block some different looks on the other side of the net.
We got Park playing it up, sitting it to their outside. They're tipping it to Peterson. Going back outside for Park, and it is a kill for number 8, Ortega. Park is up 6-3 in the second set.
Good swing by Daniel on the outside.
Service over and in with Peterson with the pass. Sending it to their right side, and it is a kill by number 12, Schattenberg. Quick stats. Lucas is one of your top hitters for the team. He averages, what is it, 0.5 a game in total, 1.6, or no, that's aces. He has 3.8 average a game and 121 total before this set.
Yeah, he's been one of the offensive leaders so far in the season. Coach Fissick's going to call an early timeout here. He doesn't seem very happy with the block. Those are the words that I heard.
Yeah. They had that problem last set too, though. It looked like they weren't really penetrating over that net.
Yeah, he looks like this is a pretty direct conversation. I know how those are.
I think we all know how those go.
I think you've heard a few of those in your playing days. Sometimes you got to get the point across, and the only way to do that is just be straightforward.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier today, and I was telling him how we were color commentating today, and I told him we were pretty excited, and he goes, yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a good one. So let's hope the Vikings can come back. It's a 7-4 lead for the Park University right now. They kind of need this win to get a 2-2 conference, and if they would be 2-2 as well.
Yeah, all the conference matches are big. Since we only have 5 schools in our division, since we don't get to play that many conference matches, they're all very important. So
yeah. With the South Division, I believe Mobap's in first.
Yes,
with
they beat
both
Park.
of us lost.
They beat Park the other night in 5.
Redmond with a good pass, sending it up to Peterson. He is tipping it over. Sending it out to their outside. Number 4, Castine Manus with the kill. You know, one of the shortest people probably on the team, and he's gotten a couple of kills this set.
Yeah, he typically doesn't play the front row, so I don't know if this was just a coaching decision by Coach Talamontes or if Christian's just getting a rest for tonight. But what definitely can't happen is he can't be their best player.
No.
And so far, he's had a pretty good start to the game. But their block, like usual, when we play them, is really starting to show itself. So we need to start to pass the ball a little better. There's a better pass. An end result is a kill. It's so big in the men's game. You know, you get away with it a little bit on the women's game. But the men's game, if you don't pass the ball well and in system against these bigger blocks, your hitters are not going to have a very good opportunity to score points.
Yes. They're sitting it outside again, and it is a little long. Is out Manus with the long hit, giving Vikings a 6-9 behind. We got Schattenberg back to serve for the Vikings. Park able to get that up, sending it to the right side, and it is into the net by number 18, Toledo.
Just on the flip side, you saw the last 2 points that the Vikings have scored were direct correlation from the Park passing. They've been out of system the last 2, and it's resulted in 2 points for the Vikings. And there is an in-system pass, and the result is a kill. It's not really rocket science sometimes.
No.
But the crowd seems like they're starting to get into it a little bit, and so hopefully that'll help.
I'm surprised the rodeo team's not up around running, trying to warm up.
They better stretch out those legs.
They better not be wearing them starchy jeans. They might rip. By the looks of it, they shouldn't, I know this might sound a little, I don't know, they shouldn't be that surprised that they might get blocked. And right now, that's how our defense is looking right now.
Yeah, we need to do a better job of covering. Everybody's standing around expecting people to put the ball down, but you can't really do that against these teams.
And Park is definitely using it to their advantage. That was a nice kill by Zach Brown. It is an 8-11 game.
I think we need to start doing that a little bit more. Joao set the ball on the pipe, which is the back row attack for the middle back, and it just gives the block on the other side another look.
Nice.
Great up by Peterson Silva.
Back to Schattenberg. Park able to get it up off the backboard. Ridman with a good pass, and they are sending it back to the outside to Brown, and it is caught to Brown played last game, didn't he?
Yes, he played in the middle.
Middle, okay.
And so they made that switch, and now he's moved to the outside. That was a bad set by Joao, way past the antenna.
We got Toledo back to serve for Park. It is over and in, sending it back outside to Brown, and it is another double block for Park. And it is a 12-8 lead.
This would be a perfect time to start utilizing Lucas in the back row when the setter is up, because now there's only 2 options in the front row versus the 3.
Hit is out for Park University. We have number 3.
Damon Bekovic in to serve for the Vikings. He got a haircut while I was going to California.
I thought I didn't look buzzed last time I was here.
I hardly recognized him when I came into the gym tonight. A few of them got. Joao got a haircut.
Nice serve by Bekovic, and it's going to the middle, and it is a kill by number 1, Pereira.
Murillo is a big physical guy. They get the ball in system to him. There's really not much stopping him. So that was a good swing by him.
If I could get his hit up, I would be pretty ecstatic, though.
Might break your arms.
Maybe. That is a nice spot by Schattenberg. He saw what he had up, 3 blocks, saw the hole, and pushed it to it.
It's a great swing by Lucas. Like you said, 3 blocks in front of him. He just went off speed a little bit and found the opening in the court.
Amaral serve is over and in. Park able to get that up, sending it to their outside with the tip, and unable to get that up off the block. See, I never was a blocker, obviously, but I think I would have had problems blocking, turning, and passing. I mean, I remember yelling at them to do that, but...
It's tough. It's tough to do.
We got Brown with the hit swing. Park able to get it up, sending it to their back row, and it is out. Valley's starting to come back, down by 4.
The student section's over there giving a little heckling a little bit, I think, to the Park side. Fabricio is always a good sport with the student section. He always gives them some smiles and thumbs up.
It is off the touch, Park with the point.
Great swing by Caillou, a former Viking.
Former Viking.
Went high off the hand.
He's usually the one that gets all the heckling, but most of the people that were here with him, played with him, have graduated. Off the block, and it is in. It is a 17-11 lead for Park University. We have number 5, Tribunik, back to serve. Valley able to get it up, sending it over free ball. Park able to push it up and is going outside. cut too sharp by number 8, point for Valley.
I'm not sure that Daniel had to really go that sharp. It would have looked really good if it was in, but
We've had a couple of those.
I think he just tried to overhit a little bit.
With a little bit of a lead, I mean, you get more comfortable with swinging, but Park able to get that up off the block. It's going back outside off our block. We actually had 3 men up there and no defense. Is Ortega one of their go-to players for Park University?
Yeah, he was the freshman of the year in our conference last year, as well as the player of the year.
Oh, wow.
So definitely a big. Oh.
I couldn't tell if that was a facial or off the shoulder, but by his reaction, I think it might have got a little face.
I think a little face. I can't see on the replay. Any facials in your day? I can't remember.
A couple.
Yeah. I think it was off the forehead, actually.
Yeah, can't miss it. Sending it to their outside, number 4, off the antenna, out.
There's a couple points strung together by the Vikings.
Schattenberg was pretty excited about that one. I think he's ready for it.
Lucas plays with a lot of energy, and it's something that some of his teammates need to rub off on a little bit.
Ooh, nice single block up there. That was number 6,
Lucas Ware. Great one-on-one block. You don't see that very often on a one-on-one situation, but that brings the Vikings within 3. Coach Drake is up and cheering.
Oh.
And then a service error. But, hey, you'll take 3 points versus 1 error any day in the men's game especially, or volleyball, period. But now what's going to happen is we need a big side out right here right away.
We got Caillou with his soft serve. Ritterman able to get that, pushing it to their middle, and off the block, point for Vikings.
Good swing by Zach Bumstead in the middle, and we need to be able to pass like that to give us the option to set the middle, to try to free up some of our pin hitters. Now we're back within 3, and if we can get a point here, we put a little pressure.
Silva service over and in. Park able to get it up, putting it to their middle. 3-man block, and it is a kill for number 1, Pereira.
Good swing by Murillo. Good set by Milos.
Ritterman able to get a good pass off that, sending it to Schattenberg in the back, having to tip it over. And it is a kill by number 5,
Milos.
Milos.
Trivanich, the freshman setter for Park University. Not sure why Zach Brown wasn't up on that one. That ball was tight on the net.
Off the block, Park able to get it up, back row attack. Peterson with a great pass, sending it back out to Brown, off the double block and in. I feel like they should just have someone camping right underneath his butt.
We do need to do a better job of covering, but.
Toledo back to serve for Park University is a 22-16 set. Ritterman with the pass in, Joao with a great tip. Park able to get it up and over. Brown with a great swing and kill.
That tip by Joao just set that up perfectly for Zach on the outside. The tip didn't score the point, but we got the ball back. And then the block over here on the left-hand side had to, when Joao jump set, he had to commit to that. So it left Zach Brown with a one-on-one opportunity, and the serve goes out of bounds.
Well, like you said, though, anytime you can get them out of system and get a free ball, that's a perfect opportunity for, especially for men, to set up for a kill. We got Manus back to serve for Park University as a 23-17 lead. And it is, it's a little long, and
Lucas was doing a little
Dance in the
matrix,
back.
dance, limbo, not sure.
Something. We got Joao back to serve for the Vikes. Serve's going to be over and in, sitting it to their middle. Vikings able to get it up, and nice swing by Joao. Double block. Schattenberg with the great donut swings. There we go, point for Vikings. It is is it 19-23?
19-23, much better energy level in the second set, so hopefully we can get a couple more here and really put the pressure on.
Serve is over and in. Park sitting it to their outside.
That service is way too easy. Daniel didn't even have to move, went right to his hands, and the result is a kill out of the middle for Park, which sets up set point.
When I just saw their defense, they kind of had a straight line. Is that what you guys do, or were they just out of position on that one?
It really just depends on where the block is in front.
Would have been able to get that off the block, and another double block by number 7 and 5 for Park University, giving it a 25-19 set game.
All right, so now what are we going to do here? We're going to have a little fun here while everybody goes to the locker room. We'll probably take a little break too, but you're going to have the bareback riders against the saddle bronc riders, correct? Is that what we're going to do?
That's what I read. I don't see it. I don't know.
So tell me what's going on here, Gates. You're going to have their different clubs. Is that what's going to be happening here at the home matches or whatever? Is that what we understand?
I believe. I was reading the lovely emails by Fish Stick. They were kind of.
Here they come. I can see them. They look like they're.
Some of them are wearing their starchy
Actually, they
jeans.
don't even look like the rodeo team. I see shorts.
No, it's not a rodeo team. I see.
Well, that's a girl, yeah.
Well, that's Randy's on the. She's a rodeo team, yeah.
We got some starchy jeans, and we got some sweatpants.
The gal in front. I
don't see any cowboy boots or cowboy hats, though.
I'm proud of them. I'll have to tell them how proud I am for not sticking to their cowboy ways right now.
But this is some of the rodeo contestants gonna come out and play. Oh, I can't wait to class in a mile to talk to. I guess they've figured out what team they're going to be on here.
I see some Russell wrist sweatbands on this guy over here. He's really serious. Actually, they all have wristbands on. They're getting really serious tonight.
They want to.
I can't decide if they have them on because they think the ball's going to hurt or if they're really thinking about they're going to sweat this much.
It looks good. That's Randy Beck. I know Randy. She's a mass comm major, and Randy just had a terrible serve. Terrible serve.
Didn't make it to the 10-foot line on their side.
Now, this looks like volleyball you play in the backyard. Oh,
did it touch him?
This looks like volleyball you play in the backyard at a family reunion.
And it said it did touch him.
All right.
There's disgruntled rodeo guys already.
Okay, so there. Oh, she's got a little of the rights going on her serves, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah, you had to have at least two girls on your team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they're doing here. Okay.
Which I mean, not trying to mean, but it's not like two other boys.
Oh, good serve. Sign him up.
We might need him if that's true.
Sign him up.
He's a PR major, I believe.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. I've had him in class. Boy, he sends it over.
Yeah, he's not messing around.
This could be over in a hurry. Well, he's serving. There we go. Oh, great job. You know, when you play recreation volleyball, and then you see the organized teams, you realize, you know, that it is rather difficult. There we go. You don't need to wear a uniform. You can have blue jeans and old tennis shoes and an old dress shirt and a hat worn backwards and still play this sport.
And they didn't rotate the last time. So.
Uh-oh. There we go. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got a little action going on here. Look at that.
Slide.
Dig. Yeah.
Could,
Look at
somebody's
this.
going to hurt themselves.
Or hurt the net.
Yeah.
Need an ambulance to come in. And we have an announcer over here. This is good stuff. Look out.
Andrew Bempa is announcing on the men's JV team. He's got the microphone.
And he's having fun with it. Let's see if she get. Oh, there you go.
I guess she's the all-time server.
And she got that serve corrected.
Oh.
Randy couldn't do a very good job. We'll have to talk to her tomorrow.
She tried the down ball, but it, much like the serve, didn't go very far.
Oh, this is fun. Good crowd here tonight for the match.
Yeah, this is a good crowd.
It's good. Boy, she's got that serve down now. She's got it figured out.
Oh. That's a pretty big rodeo kid.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he could play football.
Yeah. When we, I'll tell you a story about volleyball in the, we had a few years ago, well, quite a few years ago now, when we had a large family, we used to get together and have volleyball. And you know how that gets? You get slow, and then all of a sudden somebody does something, and then, okay, here we go. And my brother-in-law, ex-highway patrolman, retired highway patrolman, you had all these gals playing, and he went up, he was very competitive. He went up and hit one at the same time, unintentionally elbowed his own daughter and split her lip, and knocked about it. Needless to say, the volleyball at the family reunion. There were some people not too happy about that. So.
I remember those days.
But the macho days, you're oh, watch this.
Right.
So I couldn't do it.
I'm playing in a co-ed league at the YMCA.
Yeah.
And it's definitely interesting.
Is it competitive, or is it?
It is. I don't know that it's greatest skill level competitive, but it's fun.
Well, now you got to put a team together with you and Gates and a few others that are around here. You go out there and dominate that league.
I didn't know they actually did them, and I was asked to play on Tanner Fenewald and Emily's team.
Oh,
so,
Tanner's on team?
Yeah.
Okay. He's up there watching tonight.
Oh, heads up.
When we play sand in the summer, we have me, a girl that went to Avila. There was setter. We had a D1 Wyoming player, a girl that went to Central Missouri.
Wow.
And let's just say no one liked playing.
No one likes playing in sand in the summer, yeah?
I mean, my friend, she went to Wyoming, 6'4".
Yeah. And they come out and they go, now I can do better than that. He batted that with both hands, which is illegal, and set it straight down. You can't do that. There you go.
Oh.
That went the right direction this time.
Now, what they'll probably say is, okay, fine. Now, the next time we have a rodeo, you all have to come out and ride our animals. Oh.
They can ride the lambs like the little kids.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that would be about my speed. So, good idea. Good idea to have this event. Got a good crowd here. We're going to play for about 3 more minutes. I don't think anybody's too winded. There you go.
Oh, there she goes. Oh.
Now, it kind of appears to me that no one's staying where they're supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Whoever gets to it gets to it. And there you go. There is the game over.
Game over. 13-10. I don't know if that's the bareback riders, if that's the Bronx.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Who got bragging rights?
There's one team that's having a lot of fun because they won. So we're about ready for the third set. All right. It's going to be interesting to see if the Vikings can come back. They lost 25-12 and 25-19. Jess, what do you think going into this third? The Vikings did look a little bit better there in the second against a very good Park team.
Really what killed them was the block coverage. It's really where Park got most of their points was just us getting blocked and no one was there to cover that ball. Which, I mean, it's difficult, especially when the ball's coming that fast and that hard. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I had problems sometimes with girls. I mean, I couldn't imagine with the arm swinging that much faster.
And they've got some big guys, some talent. They got some leapers. They've got the size you need. you said, they're the defending national champs, and there's a reason why.
Yeah.
And their women just won it this year?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They went undefeated, actually, 40-0.
Really?
Yeah.
Were did we play them?
No, we did not.
Back in the day,
not, yeah.
I did my first 2 years.
But we did not. But
My first year we lost in 5 at Park. The first year I was
We
there
always
as an
played them
assistant.
tight, but we lost, but we always played them in a nice match.
Is the women's tournament still in Sioux City?
It is.
That's a good place. That's a nice place for it. I don't know if they'll stay there or not, but I bet that's fun to go watch that. I bet there's a lot of good volleyball.
Yeah, because they do it in a convention center type atmosphere, so.
Good. Well, we'll let you two go back to work here, but I do want to remind people, again, this weekend, Brett, come on out Friday and Saturday. You have a tournament here, volleyball all day Friday and Friday afternoon and evening, and then Saturday morning and afternoon, right?
Yes.
Come out and see some good college volleyball. Then Thursday night, I want to remind you, Evangel will be here. 2 big basketball games. If the women can win, they'll pretty much solidify 5th place. It looks like that's where they're going to end up. And the men, if the men can beat Evangel and Baker and get a loss by Benedictine, they would be number 2 in the conference and an automatic berth to the national tournament at Municipal in Kansas City in a couple of weeks. So it's been a while since Valley's had that kind of basketball team. So if you're going to be in the area, come on out on Thursday and root for the 2 basketball teams. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Evangel's already won the men's title. They did that Saturday when Valley beat Benedictine Saturday. That assured that Evangel won the title. So they owe us one. So maybe they'll let us.
Yeah, really.
I don't think Coach Jenkins will do that.
I don't know that it happens that way.
Anyway, let's hope we can do that. That'd be something else that's pretty exciting. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you two again. Let's see if we can't get Valley with a win here. All right.
Hopefully they can pull out a set here.
All right.
Set 2 is definitely a lot better than set 1, just on an overall performance and energy level wise. So hopefully this little break and intermission, we've made some adjustments in the locker room. Then we can come out and get on top here and take a set and then again put some pressure on.
You think they're going to go back to the set 2 lineup?
I would think so. That would be my
I see
guess.
Victor and Mitch. I mean, they both can be liberos. They just can't be in at the same time, right?
Correct.
Like it's like women's.
Yep.
Which it's a nice concept, but
Well, we've made another Philip Epping has entered the lineup as the setter, and Damon Bekovic is on the outside as well with Lucas Wurr, and looks like Lucas Schottenberg is on the right side.
we got Fitchstick down there talking to I believe the men that technically got sat out this set.
Yeah, I think he's trying to prove a point, maybe.
Let's see if this group of men can do it. We got Park back to serve, number 4, Manus, to serve to start off this 3rd set. Viking able to get it up, going to the back, Schattenberg. Park able to get that up, sending it to their outside. And it is a kill by number 8, Ortega. Pretty soft swing.
Yeah, it was great off-speed shot. Again, 3 blockers, 6 hands in front of him. He just went off-speed high over the block and found the corner.
Valley able to get that up. Weird.
Here comes the ball, Jeff.
Weird twist for Wurr over there. He wasn't leaving much open for that swing.
No, and he contacted the ball down by his ear, which is not a good thing against the block.
Schattenberg almost getting hit with that serve again.
He's playing with, what is it? There's a saying.
Playing with fire?
Maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We got Epping back to serve for the Vikings. Park able to get it up, and it is out. Little miscommunication there. It is a 2-2 ball game.
Philip Epping from Germany, freshman, back to serve.
He was still moving.
Yeah, that's critical. Don't matter what level you're at, what gender, when that ball is hit, your feet have to be stopped so you can change direction.
It's like the first thing you learn. Stop.
First thing I yell about, too.
Yeah.
It just drives me crazy.
Sing it outside to Shattenberg, off the fingers of Caillou and number 5, Milos.
Driven it. We have a Lake Tahoe says go Vikings.
A Lake Tahoe.
I wish I was in Tahoe.
Well, that's a Mitch Ritteman.
Oh, is it?
I believe that's where is he from, so that could be his family.
Thank you, Rittemans, if that's you,
If
out in
that's you.
Tahoe, or whoever's in Tahoe.
Back to serve, we have number 5, Milos for Park University. Ritteman able overpass, giving it to Caillou and kill for Park University.
Front row players just love those overpasses. It's like a dream come true. Free net, just to go up there and.
Honestly, though, that wasn't even a very big swing for an overpass.
No, it wasn't. If you want to say hi, tell us where you're from. You can comment on the screen. Give us a shout out.
Number 8 with the kill, Ortega. Once again, one of their top swingers for the night.
He loves that cross court cut shot, and that he took a little bit off that one and just found the sideline. And Peterson Silva comes back into the match in the front row for Damon Beckovic.
Ritteman with the pass, singing it outside. Ball a little close to the net. Peterson not able to do much with it, but he is fired up this match. It is a 7-3 lead for Park University in this third set. We still have number 5, Milos, back to serve for Park University. And a back row attack for Vikings due to a very close pass by Peterson.
Yeah, that setter is back row for the Vikings, so he cannot jump above the height of the net and contact the ball, and that's what happened on that play. So we need to keep the ball off the net. That's a much better pass by Peterson. And as a result, the kill by Lucas on the right side. Germany to Germany there. Well, actually, Brazil, Germany to Germany.
No Americans in that mix. We got Ritteman back to serve for the Vikings. Switch to libero in the second set. His serve is over and in. Caillou with an overpass and bumps it with an awesome kill.
Looks like that knee is much better today for Zach Bumstead. He came in the second set. He's played pretty well, as has Mitch, who was entered as the libero in set 2.
Sometimes, though, you just learn to fight through that pain.
Great up. Oof. Let's see, bad things happen. Great up by Phil and right back. And then the set was an overset right to Daniel Ortega.
And he demolished that one.
And here comes Christian Carter off the bench for Caston Manis on the outside. Which
is he usually the main starter?
Yeah, he is, I believe, second. Him and Daniel are 1-2 in kills for Park.
Actually, he is the team leader for Park.
Okay.
He has 146 kills before this set.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's just a coaching decision or if what the reasoning was.
Who knows? Got Ortega is still back to serve for Park. They have a 10-5 lead in this third set. The ball is going to be over and in. Ritteman with the great pass. They are sending it to their outside. Peterson with a double block. And a great try by Lucas Ware, but not able to get that ball up.
Good hustle by the Vikings. And our coverage was a little better. At least somebody was there. It just went backwards, and a timeout here at 11-5 by Park.
So this weekend, your first game is against St. Xavier.
I believe at 4 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
is our first match.
On Friday.
Yes. We play at 4 and 8. And then I believe we play at 2 and 4 on Saturday is our matches.
Park has a 2 o'clock game this Friday. What do you know about St. Xavier? Have you looked up much into them yet?
You know, I haven't paid much of attention to it. but I believe they're around the 500 mark and in middle of their conference in the Great Lakes. So I know they have a big kid in the middle that returns from last year. So as I said, nothing comes easy for us. It just kind of depends on what team shows up and how we play. And hopefully we have a couple matches against a couple ranked opponents, Clark University and Robert Morris this weekend. So we got to be ready to play this weekend. And there's another ace by number 8, Daniel Artiega, and I believe that has to be about 5 aces for him.
If not more.
If not more. And Joao Amaral comes in as the second outside, so he's going to do passing. Joao played as a DS last year, or actually the last 3 years, his first 3 years, because of Will McCracken's setting, and Will McCracken graduated, so Joao has moved into that setting role, but he is, without a doubt, one of the best passers on the Missouri Valley program, so it's just kind of where do you put him. And
nice double block by Epping and Bumstead. They got pretty excited on that one.
Phil's fun to watch. He gets into it, he competes hard, and like I said, sometimes you're behind a senior.
Oh, he's only a freshman.
Yeah.
Coming out.
Him and Lucas both are freshmen from Germany, so.
I bet that is exciting. I mean, like you said, coming in behind a senior, getting able to play, especially in such a ranked team, high-ranked team, and good rivalry right here. That would be an exciting game to come into.
Great pass by the libero.
Huge hole, and Joao was not there to get that one up. It is a 13-8 lead for Park University.
Good swing by Fabricio. Like you said, he had a huge seam in the block, and he hit it in the seam, and Joao was a little off-center to the right of the seam, and Fabricio found the court for the point.
We got Caillou serve over and in, sending it outside to Pearson with a great tip. Park able to get that one up with the pancake. Valley able to get a nice swing on it, Park battling and bringing it
Straight
back
up.
in. You saw that one coming. He just wants to kill that ball.
Kind of left him out on an island there. That ball was set really tight and against a good blocking team like Park. And you just can't go out and swing away, and that's what's going to happen.
He would think that he would try swiping it, trying to get a little bit of a touch. Nice swing by Bumstead, giving Viking another kill. It is a 14-9 lead for Park University. We have Peterson Silva back to serve for the Vikings.
Great swing by Zach in the middle. If we're able to pass the ball, we can do that. And then right back.
We got a shout out from my mom. She says hi.
Hello, Mama Gates.
We got number 18, Toledo back to serve for Park University. It is over and in. Joao able to get that up, sending it back out to Joao, and it is a kill through the hands of number 5, Milos.
Good swing by Joao. Block looked like it was a little early, and then Joao used it on the way down. We need to make a move here, get a couple points. Bumstead is back to serve.
Valley able to get a double block in. Park getting it up, sending it back to Schattenberg in the back row. Park with a good up. But Schattenberg with passing it outside Joao, and it is a double block by number 5 and I believe, number 1 for Park University. It's like we get a roll and it straightens that block.
Same thing. Ball was set a little low, but Joao's got to do something with that. You can't just swing away into the block.
Missed serve by number 12, Christian Carter.
Christian's a junior transfer from Warner University down in Florida. He went from sunny Florida to freezing Kansas City.
Freezing weather this winter so far. Hasn't been too bad. Can't complain too much.
Yeah, it's actually been a pretty good winter. I think we're supposed to get some snow tomorrow, though.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So hopefully your teams can make it here for the tournament. Right after a miss hit, we have a miss serve by Epping. It is a 17-12 lead for Park University. We have number 2 back to serve, Victor.
Pretty good crowd here tonight for a Tuesday night men's volleyball match.
Nice serve by, or swing by Schattenberg. They are sending it back outside of Schattenberg with a roll, and Caillou with this pretty much a single block.
I'd be interested to see what the blocking numbers are, ace and blocking numbers, because I believe they're pretty high on both ends. And I said at the beginning that that was going to be play a critical part in the match, and so far it has for sure.
Nice pass by Ritteman.
Oh, nice out.
Wow was able to get that up. Park making a great save, getting it back over, sending it outside to Schattenberg. Another amazing up by Park University. Epping with the great pass. Valley able to free ball this one over. And Caillou with a nice swing, giving them the kill. That was a pretty good rally, though.
2 great ups by Christian Carter in the middle back. Went clear off the court to the stands to get the first ball on a hustle play, and they sent a free ball over. Then a great swing by Lucas on the outside and dug the ball rolling to his left.
Nice swing by Worm. It is, oh no, that was Jose. My bad, nice swing. Kill for Valley. It is a 19-13 lead for Park University. We have McFadden in for number 7, Peterson. And Joao back to serve for the Vikings.
Good swing by Jose, and I'm pretty surprised. We've passed the ball fairly well in sets 2 and 3, that we haven't gotten the middles involved a little bit more, because they seem to be scoring every time that they get the opportunity. But our pin hitters against these double blocks are just not coming through.
In the rest of your conference, do you see big hands arm blocks like this?
I would say Missouri Baptist is pretty big as well. But that's the stat people just told us. That's the 16th team block in 3 sets, and that's a pretty huge number.
Yeah.
And that's just blocks scored by Park, and that's not touches or anything else. That's just straight kill blocks. So for 16, and we're not even finished through 3 sets, that's a pretty big number.
Yeah, 21-13 for Park University. We have number 5 back to serve, Milos. Valley able to get that up, sitting it to the middle, and it is a kill by number 11, Jose Martins.
Every time they get the opportunity, that wasn't necessarily the biggest swing, but it found the floor, and sometimes that's all you need, and it doesn't have to be about power all the time. But
we have a single block by Bumstead up there against, did he play with Caillou?
Zach Bumstead was a freshman.
When he was here?
Yeah, Caillou's first year as a freshman, because they're both seniors right now.
Nice placement by Ritteman. Seeing it back and touched by Ritteman down the line. Looked in anyway, so.
Yeah, I believe that ball was going to be in.
22-15 lead for Park University. Back to serve, we have Daniel Ortega, which has pretty much served most of this game. He has pretty consistent serve.
We got the block totals. I would be interested to see what the assist totals are, the ace totals as well.
Serve was a little long, giving Valley another point, 22-16 for Park University. And we have number 12 back to serve, Lucas Schattenberg.
And they just told us there are 6 aces by Park. through 3 sets as well. That's a pretty good number for men's volleyball.
Off that note, Schattenberg with his ace right there. Off number 2, Victor.
He has a good jump serve from that area of the court. It really moves from left to right, especially when he gets a hold of it, which he has the past 2. And that 2 points in a row, that moves him within 4.
I think that's our closest that we've been this whole set, besides the beginning. And off that, we have another missed serve for Vikings, giving it a 23-18 lead for Park University. We have number 1, Pereira, up in the front row now.
We got a timeout by Coach Vistic and the Vikings.
I think, would you say 16 blocks?
16 blocks, that's huge in a 3-set match.
It's a huge, large number.
Oh, that's humongous.
Well, they're nationally ranked. Their team is first blocks per game.
Look at her go, that doesn't
Look at
surprise you,
these
does
notes
it?
over here.
But that doesn't surprise you, does it? I mean,
No, not
look
at all.
at the size and the way they play, and wow, they're impressive. I can see why they won it all last year. They have talent at just about every position. So they're number 1 in blocks in the nation.
Yep.
Wow.
And then ranked 4th in the nation with total blocks. So they had a pretty much they had a lot of top ranked rankings.
That blocks per game is the big key, that they're number 1 in the nation, because the total blocks, they haven't played as many matches as some of the other teams, so the total blocks doesn't really tell the whole story. But to be number 1 blocks per game, that averages out as the best in the nation, and we're seeing that tonight for sure.
Rinneman able to get that up. McFadden getting off the block, sending it back to Joao in the back row, and they are calling no touch off Park, giving it game point for Park University with Caillou back to serve.
Match point for the Pirates.
Caillou service over and in. Joao with the pass, sending it outside to McFadden with a kill down that line.
Good swing by Chris on the outside. They gave him a little bit of line, and he took it and got a good kill.
He likes those line shots, though.
He does, and this is not his most comfortable position over here on the left side. And serves it in the bottom of the net on match point, which gives the Pirates a 3-0 victory here at Burns.
Well, it was pretty much domination by the number 1 team, by Park, and they showed why they are the defending national champs. They've got it all, don't they?
They do it. As their setter gets more repetitions as a freshman around the key players that they have on the court, as he gets better, they've gotten a lot better. And we haven't seen them since the first opening weekend, and he's gotten a lot better, and their team's gotten a lot better. So,
all right, Coach Holt, let's have a big crowd out here this weekend. 8 teams, including the Vikings, for a great men's tournament Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, let's hope so.
And Jessica Gates, thanks for being here. We'll do it again, right?
Thanks for letting me
She
do
got all the
this.
notes. She didn't do a regular job today. She just worked on this tonight. That's good. For Jessica Gates and Coach Brad Holt, I'm Ken Quiaba. Hope you enjoyed it tonight. We'll be back Thursday. Basketball, 5:30. Evangel will be here. So long, and Chaz Matty and his entire live stream crew, so long from the Burns Center. Good job.
One thing my mom, she texted me, we should see if they, when they do like the intermission thing, to take the scoreboard off.